Alright, hello everybody. Thank you for tuning in. We should be live. Um, okay, I think... Okay, some people are saying it's working, so hopefully everybody can see. I've never actually done a stream myself without Evan here to do camera stuff. So hopefully everybody can see and hopefully everyone can hear. Oh, sorry you got an ad, Rain. I wish they would let us talk with them in Discord. That's actually a great idea, Yassine. I mean, I have Discord on my phone, so, I mean, that can work. I can open that up. But no guarantee I'm going to be checking it all the time. But if you want to ping me in Discord, if I notice the notification, I'll be more than happy to respond. And that might honestly get my attention better than chat. But anyway, we are here to do this Lord of the Rings set. I love Lord of the Rings, to a crazy degree. I've read all the source material, Silmarillion, obviously Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit, Children of Hurin, all that stuff. And I was really disappointed when I was younger because there really weren't that many Lord of the Rings sets. And there's three good ones. There's this one, Helm's Deep, and Bag End, and the mock version for Bag End is significantly better, so maybe I'll do that at some point. But this is the only other one besides Helm's Deep that's really of any significant size, and I have a open space over on the other side of my apartment, and I was like, well, I kind of run a Lego business, I kind of like Legos, I like Lord of the Rings, let's get Lego Lord of the Rings and put it over there. So we're going to be building this great set, and let's see. Let's check what chat is doing. Greetings from Finland. Great. Finland, cool place. Lots of snow. And snow's cool. We don't get any here in Huntington Beach. It snowed once here in my entire life. So, cool. Let's see. Anyone else saying anything? Satoshi, listing Legos. Great. How big's your store? While you do that, because chat has lag, I will go ahead and explain the background to this set, because I'm all about the lore. And so this is, of course, the pirate ship ambush, although it's not actually that in the lore. This is a ship for... Let me try and get rid of that glare. This is a ship for a group of people called the Umbar Crusaders, and if you've seen the movies, this is the ship that Aragorn shows up with in the third movie, when he shows up with all the dead spirits, right? One second. I can only see part of chat. Oh, your giveaway package arrived. Fantastic. That's great. Are you going to sell it, or are you going to build it? That's the real question. Anyway, so this set, if you guys can't tell, I go on tangents all the time, so don't expect any kind of cohesive line of thought. So this set is when Aragorn shows up with the army of the dead on a ship from the Umbar Crusaders, which are kind of south of Gondor. I really should have done a map for this, but they're south of the big white city, Minas Tirith, if you've seen the Lord of the Rings movies. And they're bad guys, they're pirates essentially, and Aragorn goes down there. This isn't in the movies, it's in the books, but he goes down there and with the army of the dead, and he takes them over. And he comes up with their ships and sails up a river, Anduin, to... when are you going to put... Wednesday, I believe, Rain. Wednesday, I believe. The question was, when are you going to put up the video of the new parts that you parted out from 11.011? And I believe Wednesday, unless for some reason it doesn't. But it's done. So yeah, Aragorn shows up with this and saves the day. And that's kind of that. If anyone has any further questions, we can go ahead and do that. I can answer questions. But we have a knife, and we're going to open this. Alright, so, what do I talk about? What are people saying in the chat? Good evening. Oh, I already read that. When are you going to put up the video of the new parts? Okay, cool, great. Alright, so first we got a big brown ship piece here. This is new sealed. So we will have that, and I'm gonna stop talking, so otherwise you won't be able to hear me over this. Alright, there we go. And we got the box here. I'm just gonna leave this here so that... Oh, you like the knife? Good. This is just my kitchen knife, although it's a really bad kitchen knife. So these holes, they don't make it very strong, and I really need to sharpen it. I need a new knife. Okay, so we got these huge sails here. This kind of reminds me of, I don't actually know the set number, but this is, kind of reminds me like Jabba's sail barge, which I have somewhere. I don't have it accessible right now. It's in the attic. But maybe one day I'll pull that down. And one day I kind of want to do a video where I just kind of go through all the sets I have. I will set out all this stuff here. And these are kind of the big pieces, which are not packaged in bags. And hopefully you can see that on the black and black. Alright, so let's see. Okay, we got 6 bags here. So this is pretty decent, although it's only like 750 pieces, but I'm not sure whether we can get this done in one day or not, but we will find out. 7502, Jabba Sail Barge. Great. I played more with Legos when I was a kid than like selling Legos, so I don't actually know as much as Evan does about Bricklink and all that stuff. I'm kind of learning along with him, so yeah, I don't know the set numbers for every single number. And now let's take a look at the instructions. I have a knife. Why am I not using this knife? Knife is not working either. Remember, kids, be safe with your knife, please. I also have a dagger. Maybe next time I should use the dagger. Alright, so we got 2 instructions here. Not super thick. Just a couple days ago, I was working on the Death Star, the really big one. I went up in the attic and I got it down because I was kind of feeling like building something in. That is a thick instruction book, and this is nothing in comparison. Don't know if we're going to be able to get it done today, though. So I will stick this over here, and we don't need this. That is trash. So anyone said anything in Discord? I should probably also be checking that. Yes, Yassine, this is me. Okay, nobody said anything. Great, that means I only need to really watch this chat. Yes, life lessons. Looks like a Swiss knife because Swiss cheese. That is... Oh, you are a great Bricks Lab. You are a huge Lord of the Rings fan. What do you think of the upcoming Amazon TV show, if you've heard anything about that? I'll just stuff these off to the side here. And we will start with number 1, which is a good place to start with. That is not number 1. This is number 1. They have numbers on them. Fun fact, if you didn't know that. I totally did. No, I do not have a trash can next to me. I'm going to have to pick all the trash up later. Although, I probably should have gotten one. What kind of animal do I have in the terrain behind you? I guess that is something that I should explain. So, where is he? This is Banana, somewhere, over here. If you guys can... Oh. Here. Over there, that's Banana. Don't know if you guys can see on the stream quality, but he is an Argentine black and white Tegu, and he's just a little baby. I only got him a couple weeks ago. He's going to grow up to be really, really big, like 5 feet. But right now, he's just like this big. And he doesn't like me very much, which is something we're working on. I've been trying to tame him down, but I'm not having too much luck. But hopefully over the next couple weeks, as he gets bigger, usually as they get bigger, they actually become easier to tame because they're not as scared. They realize that it's harder for you to damage them, and so they become less aggressive. I'm getting a lot of private Discord notifications from people on the stream. Okay, let's get started. So, obviously, first we're going to need to start with bag 1. Oh, yep, sometimes you will see him try and jump. I assume that's what happened, but try and jump onto the ceiling here and grab on with his claws. And it's kind of interesting to watch. Let's check chat. Banana, really? Yes, one of my friends, I was like, pick a name. And they didn't know what they were naming. And they said banana. And right now he's kind of an unripe and banana. Because he's greenish. But eventually he'll become white and black. Very aggressive knife opening. Yes. It didn't want to open. And the knife is really dull. I had this set back at just bricks. I had this set back in the day, but it parted out to my Bricklink store. I actually just sold the sales earlier this year. Great. Yeah, I don't want to really put any of my sets onto our Bricklink store. Also, we mostly do new pieces, although we're considering getting into used pieces, but mostly new pieces. And so my sets kind of wouldn't want to go in there. We do need some Gondor Lego sets. There are some really cool mocks. I almost just said MOCs again. Kyle has corrupted me. For those of you who don't know Kyle, our other business partner, he says MOC, and it's an abomination. And he's gotten me to say it. But there are some really cool Minas Tirith mocks out there. But they're all, like, way too big for me to... Okay. That would be useful. Speaking of Kyle, I just got a text from him telling me to press the record button on the camera because I'm going to be making a video later. So I'm going to do that. Alright. Sorry about that. I needed to press the record button on the camera, which is kind of a useful thing to do. Let me just finish reading through chat here real quick. Evan is correct. I can't count at all remotely. Like at all. Is there going to be a time-lapse? Yes, there will be a time-lapse when... well, obviously not today because we're on a stream, but there will be a video. Oh, okay, parted out when it was new. Okay. Yes, I'm going to be doing time-lapse. I think I already said that. Okay, let's get started here. First with our minifigs, obviously. I believe that we're going to build Gimli first, who is the dwarf. Gimli, son of Gloin, and for those of you who've seen both The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings, Gloin is the treasury dwarf who has all of the money, and his son is Gimli, who we meet in Lord of the Rings. So first let's find his helmet and stuff. Found his beard. Very big beard. There we go. Helmet in its own little bag, too. Unfortunately, I don't think I can use the big knife for this. You know, maybe I should get I should get a sword. I wonder how much swords cost. I should get a sword, and I should do videos with swords. Did I miss... Oh, yes. Little bags. I'm so used to parting out sets rather than building them that, I put the little bags away. Because when we part out sets, we do all of the big bags, and then we go back for round 2 and do all of the little bags. Okay, let's see. You are the unibrow one. Alright, here we go. We got Gimli's face right here. Kind of difficult to see. And we obviously need his beard for that. He's not really a dwarf if he doesn't have a beard. Or she, because dwarven women also have beards. Fun fact. Well, dwarfs. Tolkien was really weird with his plurals. It's elfs and not elven. That's a common mistake. Yeah, I don't know why he picked elves or elfin. Very strange. His publisher made him change it. Yes, sword. Okay, maybe I'll try something small. Maybe I'll get like a replica sting at some point when I have money. Because I never have money. Alright, we got our first minifig. Oh, the axe would be important. Cannot have a dwarf... Well, can't have Gimli without his axe. Dwarves use all different types of weapons. Alright, let's pose him and stick on my axe. His axe. Our axe. Our axe. And my axe. Next up is Legolas. Oh, that's kind of interesting. So, when I was younger, I remember that Lego prints only had one color per print because they didn't do plastic injection, right? It was just one color. And this has multiple colors. I mean, I've seen it in our store because we've parted out a couple minifigs that have multiple colors. But like every time I'm like, wow, such an innovation in Lego. I believe this is, yes, Legolas. And you need a bow. And you need a head. I believe this is your head. And you are using these gray legs here. Okay, that's all of him. Gotta get the... This bow does not want to cooperate. There we go. Okay. Now we've got 2 minifigs. How is chat doing? Swords are very expensive. And dangerous. Yes, they are very dangerous. They're sharp. Oh, yes. IKEA Shoe Rack Supports Club. Amazing name, by the way. Thank you for that, like, $8, I think it ends up being, super chat. I believe that's our first super chat, so congratulations. You are the first person to give us a super chat. And I need some water, so I have a poured cup here, because if you don't have a poured cup, what are you doing with your life? The King of the Dead is my favorite figure from this set. Yes, he is a really cool looking minifig, and I cannot wait to build him. It is this guy right down here. I wonder how much he retails for on Bricklink. I would have to check that. If anyone knows, type that in chat, because I'm kind of curious. I'm not going to sell him, but I'm just wondering. I actually don't know how much the set parts out for. I'm glad you're feeling better now, Juan. Is it Juan or Juan? Depends on where you live. I'll go with Juan. I feel like that's more common. Would be cool if Lego made Elven and other army figures. Yeah, it would. There's a lot of custom... There's a lot of Star Wars mocks out there, but there's also a lot of Lord of the Rings mocks. There's this one guy on... what's the website where people like sell their instructions? I can't remember. I was looking at it yesterday, and he has a much better version of the Tower of Orthanc. That's Saruman's tower. And it looks really cool, but after going on Bricklink and finding out how much all the pieces are worth, it's like $800 to build, and I really don't know if I want to spend that much money. Oh, there we go again. Banana was doing his thing. You can probably hear it every time that Banana does his thing of jumping around. Hello, Tim. Thank you for saying hello, chat. When you click your tongue, it makes me think of Admiral Trench from Clone Wars. Yeah, great. Ooh, speaking of, I do have 2 Clone Wars sets coming. Excuse me, coming in a week or 2. I believe they just shipped, but they're coming from, like, New Zealand, I think. So it'll be a while. And where is your helmet? So unfortunately, I do not believe that there's an Admiral Trench minifig, although that would be really cool. And I was saying something else about minifigs. Oh yeah, there's a lot of custom Lord of the Rings minifigs for people who are looking for that. Lego does not like violence, so they do not make military sets or figures. Yes, that is true. But we were talking about Fantasy Army. At least I think they were talking about Fantasy Army, which Lego does do fantasy violence, obviously, because there's an axe right there. They just don't do real-world violence. But you can get custom minifigs. See, here's the thing. I obviously things like Leopard, that's bad. But custom minifigs and wholly custom parts, I think, are totally fine. It's just like, where is your helmet? Oh. He doesn't have a helmet. We're just going to forget that. We're going to remove that from... nobody remember that. Evan, I thought you had work. Oh, hello, Kaylee. How are you doing? Part out value is $241. Okay, so that's about double what I paid for it. I got a pretty good deal. Do you keep your open boxes? Completely depends on the set. When I was younger, I didn't, because I didn't really understand the concept of a display set. I was all about, playing it and destroying it and removing any value from it. But as I've grown up, I do keep boxes if I plan on displaying them with the box. On a lot of smaller sets, I do not keep the box. But if it's something with a really cool box, or it's like a UCS or something rare like that, I will keep the box. The set is $159. Oh, okay. Where's the best place to sell instructions? Don't. Is the answer to that. At least in my opinion. We have tried to sell some instructions, and we actually had one guy. So we list them at 1 cent each for instructions. And we never sell them. Although there was this one guy. It was an international purchase, I believe, from China. And he bought almost all of our instructions. He bought like an entire bin, because we have those bins in storage, right? And he bought an entire bin of instructions, and Evan and I were cracking up because we're like, who buys all these instructions? We were really confused. But yeah, he bought like, I don't know, we were selling them for 1 cent each. He might have bought like $2 worth of instructions. It was a lot. We were very shocked. Alright, we got all of our minifig. Please stand up. I guess I can use this to keep you stood up. Stood up? Stood up. We're going with stood up. Okay, now we can actually start building. And I'm going to get distracted a lot. I'm really, really ADD, so, like, if there's something that can be distracted, I will be distracted. So this will probably not go as fast as maybe it should. By the way, we are building... So bag 1 is the whole base of the ship. As well as a little, like, is it in here? Yes, this little bit down here, like the boarding ramp or whatever that is. I'm not quite sure. So that's what bag 1 is. Licensed themes are worth selling instructions for. Less than $1 isn't worth the time. Yeah, we've talked about whether or not we want to even sell instructions. And now that we're running out of bins... Maybe we'll get rid of them because they don't sell. But before that, there was really, like, they weren't taking up anything that we could be doing better with that space. So there's really no reason to trash them. But maybe now we will do so. I'm not too sure. That'd be a Evan's question. What are people saying in chat? In your store, I have a bunch of instructions in the cart. Are you going to buy them? That's the real question I want to know. Never forget the one person that bought 52 brick separators. Yeah, some people really need to see a therapist. if you're buying 52 brick separators, I don't know. Maybe they know the secret to selling brick separators, and so they turned around and flipped them, and made like $1 billion. You never know. Instructions, vintage instructions. Yes, vintage instructions. I have, not quite an instruction, but I have an original issue of the first Lego magazine, like back when it was printed on like the thick paper, and like it didn't have any sets or anything because Lego wasn't doing sets. It was just like pictures of ideas and stuff. And I really need to find that because I think it is in good condition, and see how much that is worth, because that might be worth a decent amount. I'm not certain. I would need to figure out whether or not it's actually the first one, or whether it's, but it's definitely really, really early. Let's see. Let me check chat here. If you don't have a poured cup, yes, that's a good quote. Banana in the background there. Maybe built a spaceship with them. I guess so. Well, that's a fantastic story, Kaylee. Hello, Pierre. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're having fun in Amsterdam. You know, I've always wanted to go to Amsterdam. That's one of the places on my list of, like, I really need to go. I was considering going on a Baltic or, like, Northern European cruise, actually, and then coronavirus happened. And obviously, oh, that was not the right piece. I'm going to make a lot of mistakes because I am talking as well as doing. I don't know if that's a common thing or not. Okay, we're done with page 1. Woohoo, page 1 complete. Pro speed builder here. I'm just going to focus for a second to make some progress here. Oh, stickers. Stickers. Absolutely amazing. I love stickers. Best part of building a set. Where are my stickers? Still in the box? Oh. Not a sticker. But there is another important piece here. I'm sure they're like laying on the table, and everybody's screaming like, "Where are the stickers? What mock should I make? A dragon or a mech?" I always choose dragons. Dragons are cool. Let's see. Where are? Oh. Good. Stickers. Good thing I didn't think. Good thing I don't have a trash can, or I wouldn't have seen those. Okay, so we have to find. What are we looking for? We are looking for some 1x2 flats. All right, and what stickers are going on those 1x2 flats? These ones. I have really shaky hands, so we're gonna see how this goes, because my stickers always look really bad. That's really bad, but it will work. And now we will attempt with our second sticker. Evan can tell you how bad I am with stickers, because he sent me to do barcodes on our store one time. On the drawers, and it was bad. Okay. Are you building this set for someone? Use a tray. Yeah, I probably should use a tray, but the thing is, I'm in my apartment right now, and the trays are not in the apartment. So, I don't want to disturb Evan while he is working, because I believe he is working. at the moment. Let's see, what has been happening? In your store, the Friends with Friends instructions are priced at, I think, 20. Yeah, I mean, if an instruction is priced higher, obviously we look at the averages and stuff when we put stuff in. I'm just saying, like, as a rule for, I guess, junk instructions for really common sets, they're essentially worthless. Obviously, if something is, like, brand new, or really old, or a rare issue, or has a really cool instruction set for some reason, like if they did something unique, obviously that, you know, follows different rules. Okay, now we are building a, I think this is a, oh, it's a catapult. I'm an idiot. Of course it's a catapult. We're building a little catapult-y turny bit. Turny bit, yes, very scientific term. Did I not align them properly on the drawers? Yeah, they were all like at weird angles. I already have like no perception of anything that's going on around me, and shaky hands, and those two things together don't go well together. But I figured it out. Practice makes perfect. You know, I think next time, rather than having the chat over there, where my desktop actually is, I might set up another monitor over there so I can just look straight ahead when reading chat, because I think that will probably be much better. $20 is way too much. All right. Oh, that almost fell. So, has anybody here gotten any cool sets or anything like that in the recent past? Star Wars instructions sell. Everything Star Wars sells. At least in my opinion, I think most Star Wars things sell. It's definitely one of the most like in-demand licensed properties from Lego. I mean, think about how long it's been around. For forever. I don't actually remember the exact date that the first Star Wars sets came out. I believe that it was during when the prequels were coming out. I have the Star Wars Visual Dictionary somewhere around, and I could always look in there, but that's not a good use of my time. But I believe that it, Paul, we can see the street in the TV reflection. People could see a car license plate and find where you live. We ship packages pretty much from my local area. If someone really wanted to find where I live, they probably could. I mean, yeah. Plus, I like having the windows open, but I'll close them. If they're causing glare or something, I can close them. But I don't particularly care too much. If someone comes, I mean, please don't visit me. Please don't do that. I won't like that very much, but if someone spends the time to track me down, spends the money, what am I doing? Not the correct thing is the answer. If someone spends the time to track me down and spends the money to fly over here, you know, maybe they deserve to say hello. That's my opinion on the matter, but please don't. It's a waste of your money and a waste of your time, and I'm not very interesting. They came out in 2001 and 2002. So, yeah, right when the prequels were coming out. 1999. Okay. Last set I got was Forbidden Forest, Umbridge's Encounter. Yeah, that's a pretty good one. All the Harry Potter. I have a ton of Harry Potter sets, and I really, excuse me, really, really, really want the big castle. Um, I have the old big castle from way back, but I really want the new one, like the nanofig one. And I check every day to see whether it's in stock or not because I want to be the first to grab it before it goes out of stock again. I just bought a $40. Pretty cool. I would be on bag 3 by now. Yeah, but I'm streaming, so I'm gonna give myself a little bit of slack there. Is that I'm talking a lot. Also, I don't really stream. This is my first stream that I've ever done in my entire life. So I haven't really mastered the art of multitasking. But no, if I was doing this by myself, I'd probably be going quite a bit faster. Oh, and there's a garbage truck. So hopefully that's not deafeningly loud. I bought Lego Sopwith 3451 and Lego Red Baron. They have a Lego Red Baron? That's really cool. I might want to look into that. Because he's really cool. I can't pronounce his name. The actual Red Baron. I'm not even going to attempt because I will butcher it. But, he's a really cool guy. He actually didn't really like, not Nazi Germany. He really didn't like Germany. And that's kind of evident in his diaries, which he wrote, which were censored because he was mostly used for propaganda by the state. And Wilhelm obviously wanted to keep that quiet, that he wasn't really a huge fan of Germany. I mean, he wasn't like a traitor or anything, but he disagreed on a lot of points, and he didn't really like the war at all, which is kind of interesting for such a big war hero. You collect Lego planes. Yes, but I know that it's a plane, not a person, but the pilot of it was also sometimes nicknamed the Red Baron, and I can't pronounce his name, so I will just call him that. Yes, I know it's a red plane, but I mean I could be wrong, but I believe that the pilot was also nicknamed the Red Baron of the specific. Maybe I'm just going crazy. Now I'm second guessing myself. Whatever. I could be wrong. I'm probably wrong. I'm not a huge history buff. Okay, all that looks right. And now we stick the wheels on. Ooh, these are fancy wheels. I have not seen these type before. So this is a wheel with a little front on it, which I haven't seen. You know, I probably have seen. I just don't remember. My parents lived next to the property where Wilhelm lived his last years. The place where he went with the train filled with his belongings. That is really cool. Actually really cool. Yeah, he was a really interesting guy. I mean, he was a pretty bad person. But he didn't like Hitler. So, I mean, at least that's something. I mean, he was still racist, but everyone during that time period was racist. But he's probably a little bit more racist than most people. But in comparison to who took over after him, I would say that he wasn't you know, that bad as you could be. And also, Germany got a lot of flack for starting the war, which is really not the case. I mean, they certainly were bad, really, really bad. But you shouldn't. Obviously, you shouldn't, you know, glorified war criminals. But Germany during the First World War was really not the primary aggressor. Let's see. You live in LA and would not have to fly to visit you guys. Only like a 1 to 2 hour drive. Well, that depends on traffic. That's the thing. Are you really willing to gamble the drive from LA to Orange County? Well, Corona, it's probably a little bit less bad right now. A little bit more empty. Although then again, nobody where we live listens and, you know, thinks it's a hoax, so. But I probably shouldn't get political, so I won't. Remember, do not fling projectiles into people's faces. That's very rude. Don't do it. And I just broke the set. 1 second. Yes, don't fling projectiles into people's faces. Alright, I think this is done. Let's see, what else is going on? The pilot's name was Manfred von Richthofen. You know, I used to actually speak German when I was little, and then all my German-speaking relatives moved away, and now nothing. I don't remember anything. Even had this arm which was shorter. All of the jackets in his big house, which is a museum now, have a longer and shorter sleeve. Looks funny. That's really interesting. Yeah, that's a place that I would love to visit. No, I wasn't talking about the Red Baron hating Hitler. I was talking about Wilhelm hating Hitler. A lot of it was partly because you know, obviously he was deposed and then Hitler came to power, but he also did disapprove to a certain degree of Hitler's many war crimes, and he thought that Hitler was destroying Germany. It's kind of interesting. What you have to understand is Wilhelm was a big believer in divine right to rule, and so he kind of believed that anyone other than somebody from his line or who properly took over the throne was kind of in the wrong spot. Yeah, the set does not come with a minifigure. That is disappointing. Oh, I was right. I knew something. I know something. See, Mom, I did pay attention in class. See, Mom, I occasionally listened in class. Okay, now we are getting started on the ship proper. The bottom part of the ship. So I believe we're going to finally make use of all of these big pieces here. You know, I remember I had this huge pirate ship that was given to me by a neighbor. So I don't actually know whether it was legitimately or not. But it had like a solid like base. And one of these days I should find that and see whether that part is real Lego. And see whether or not that sells for anything. Because I don't remember seeing very many sets that were like that. Oh, this is the wrong bit here. You know, I have a brick separator. I could have used that. Only 18 people are here. Yeah, I'm not Evan. You know, that's how it goes. And also, this stream was only announced, like, last night. At, like, sorry, this morning at, like, 6 a.m. So, you know, that's fine. I kind of just wanted to, like, do a stream because I've never done one before. So, if not a whole bunch of people watch, you know, that's okay. I'm having fun. And that's what's important. I'd be a little sad if no one was here. But, I mean, there are some people here, and there's people to talk to. And you know how Corona is. You know, I kind of just dying for 10 HRK. See, Mom, I got donation because I listened in class. Yeah, Mom, see, I told you Bricklink is an actual, valuable, real job. I know you didn't believe me. I just made whatever HRK $10, 10 HRK is in USD. Okay, now we're building a big spiky thing on the front of the ship. Wait a second. There's two fronts. No. Okay. I thought I messed up there, but I was wrong. I think I've gone this entire stream without accidentally swearing, and I almost messed it up there. And I almost just messed it up there again. I have a really bad mouth, and so it takes a lot of willpower for me to just not go on expletive-filled rants every 30 seconds, which is not something that you should do. But I think I've gone this entire stream so far without swearing, which is, like, really quite an accomplishment for me. Was I supposed to open another bag? Because I don't see this piece. No, it was not. Huh. Okay. Oh, here we go. Oh, there's 2 pieces in there. Oh, good thing I noticed that. Sorry, I just joined. Hello, Ali. Was the set sealed? Yes, the set was sealed. How much was it? 110, I think, and then shipping on top of that. It was a really good deal. Let's see. $1.51. Great. We now see cars in your TV reflection. Okay. Well, the neighbors are doing construction. I mean, I guess I'll close the blinds. Let me just finish reading chat here. Sorry, everyone, I have to go. Alright, 4:55 a.m. That's well past my bedtime, too, so I don't blame you. Good night, and have pleasant dreams. Let's see. What else? Is this your first stream? Yes, this is my first stream. And thank you for calling me a natural. Alright, I'm gonna go close the blinds. Alright, hopefully it's not too dark in here now. It doesn't look like it. Okay. TV's fine. Too late, I already got up. Oh yes, I found the piece I was looking for. Okay, we got to find more pieces now. That's usually how it goes. I'm playing Minecraft while I watch this. Great game. Highly recommend. If you don't play Minecraft, you should play Minecraft. I was saying something before, and now I lost track of what I was saying. Anybody read any good books lately? I don't know if anybody reads. Kind of seems like a dead art. Nobody really reads anymore. But if anyone here reads, did anyone read any good books lately? What are you building in Minecraft, filmmaker? Alright, now we connect the big long black stick to the gray thing. Really great commentary here. I read Art of War by Sun Tzu. Yes, great read. I read that in international relations in college. Great read. What am I building right now? I am building the set 79008, but it's called the Pirate Ship Attack, but really it is the Umbar Crusader or Umbar Corsair. Don't know where I was getting Crusader from. Set, which is basically when Aragorn goes to save Osgiliath or Pelagier, depending on whether you're reading the book or watching the movie. He brings the army of the dead with him, and we are building that scene. If you have not read The Lord of the Rings, highly recommend you read them. If you don't want to read books, I highly recommend you watch the movie. They're great too. Lots of people are not speaking English, which is fine. I just can't read it. So if you're writing in a different language, I can't read it. I'm reading Fablehaven. It's a good book. Never heard of it. What's it about? Is this the right amount of pieces? 6. Yes. Perfect. Alright, the little front stabby bit, I forget what it's called, but it's a ram. Yeah, for ramming other ships, is now done. So our ship, well, I don't think it's quite seaworthy yet, but you could use this as a pretty good weapon. Use Google Translate. That will just make it more incomprehensible. So anyone else here a big Lord of the Rings fan, or have any requests? That's a good idea. Any requests for other reasonably priced sets for me to build? I prefer display sets and things that are like Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings or Star Wars fantasy stuff. There's a couple real sets that I want to build. I want to build one of the modular sets, the diner. But I like things that look really wacky and like weird. The Ninjago City is a set that I really, really want, but that's like $1 billion, so yeah. What doesn't sell? A safe place for magical creatures that you can see only if you drink magic milk. Interesting. Interesting. Who's it by? Man, I found brick separators 100 for $1. That's a pretty good deal you've seen, except for the fact that they don't really sell. I would not recommend buying that and selling it, because there's a reason that they're selling 100 for $1. The brick separators don't. Nobody wants them. They come with every set. Excuse me. Everybody already has a bunch of them, except for that one guy that bought 52 of them from our store. As Kaylee was sorting them, which I don't really understand, but you know, that's what happens. You want to build the diner too, but it's back ordered. Yeah, everything I want is back ordered or on Bricklink for like 3 times the price. I really, really want the Harry Potter castle, the nano one. It's such a cool set, one of the coolest sets, and I really want it. If it doesn't go back on stock before like the start of the school year, I might just buy it from Bricklink for way too much because I really want it, and I have no impulse control. Any Pirates of the Caribbean sets? That is something that I would be interested in. I'd have to go look at those. You know, I think I actually have one of those up in the attic, which is something that I want to do. I want to go up in the attic, get all of my sets. What's my Harry Potter house? I haven't taken the quiz in forever. When I was younger, I wanted to be Slytherin because I was like, they're cool. But being completely honest, I probably think I'm a bit more of a Hufflepuff because I kind of just like float through life and don't really do too much. But I think I'm a pretty nice person. I would say Ravenclaw, except for the fact that, like, I dropped out of college twice. Not because I couldn't understand it. Actually, I thought college was way better than high school, but I just don't like school. I way prefer to read, you know, philosophy and history and that kind of stuff on my own than do it in a classroom setting. Because I just feel like you're not really learning. you're memorizing, and there's not really that much critical thinking. Like, when I read through a book, like right now I'm reading through Anthony Kenny's History of Philosophy, and it's a really good read. And that's because I can stop, highlight things, I can write notes on what I think, I can, engage in debate, because I have another friend, and we're kind of in like a little reading group of just two people, and we read philosophy. And I much prefer that to like college. But I'm not quite certain what my Harry Potter house would be. But I can do the quiz. No, I don't want to do it on stream. But next stream, I'll do it before we do part 2 of this stream, and I'll announce it. So be there on that. Okay, that part is done. Now we move on to laying some detail. Do these go on something? Yes, they do. Do the quiz and post it to Discord. Yes, by the way, everybody here, if you want to be in the Discord, please be on the Discord. The more people that we have, hopefully the more active it will become. I would love to be on there talking a lot. The thing is, like, right now, a lot of it is just talking about Bricklink stuff, and to be honest, I actually don't know, I can't tell you what a given piece is worth or something like that, because I got into it after Evan got into it, and I've kind of just been learning how to do it. So I would love it if more people would join the Discord, so we can have more of like a community. And also, I don't know when we're continuing it, but Evan, Kyle, and I are also going to be playing through all the Lego games. So that is something else to be watching for in the future. We posted that video, and it didn't get quite as many views as I would have liked, but that's fine because it was really fun to do, so I think we're still going to do it. It's just not like a huge priority. And I need another drink from my poured cup. Yes, this is still bag 1, Kaylee. I'm very slow. I really struggle with talking and doing at the same time, if you guys can't tell. You should see me try and drive and talk. I really shouldn't be on the road. Okay, now we are working on this part here. Now done. We are now moving on to the back. Everything is falling apart. Crawling in my skin. These wounds, they will not heal. Alright. Multitask. Yeah, no, I don't multitask. How many people are here right now? 24 people. Pretty good. 22. Wow, pretty good. More people than I ever thought would be paying attention to me at one time, so that's already great. Wait a second. Wait 1 second. I think I might have made a mistake. There's 2 colors of these, and I believe that I put them in the wrong spots. So we gotta go back, all the way back, excuse me, to the catapult. Yes. I did put it in the wrong spot. Alright, problem solved. Now we can continue. Kaylee tried learning Dutch. Yeah, I've tried learning a couple languages. I used to speak German. I can read Latin a little, passably. I can't speak it. Well, technically no one can speak it because it's a dead language. The Catholic Church would disagree with you, but their version of Latin is not the same version of Latin that the Romans spoke. Yeah, I don't want to go into a whole lecture on linguistics, unless people want to hear a whole lecture on linguistics. Dutch grammar is hard. Okay. Nothing going on. Alright, now we can connect these two pieces here. You know, one sec. Gotta have the connectors. Now we can connect these two pieces. There we go. And I believe we use the shorter ones here on these, and it's kind of starting to look like a boat. A very bad boat. Almost just slipped up there and said a naughty word. It's gonna happen at some point, but hopefully Evan won't be watching when I do, because I'll get an angry text and be like, Paul, you have to be age appropriate, and I'll be like, I know, it wasn't my fault. Even though it was totally my fault. Do I like Game of Thrones? Yes. I think I share the same opinion as everyone else. I liked it up until Season 5. I like most of the way through Season 5. And then it just kind of became like, I'm done. The show is done. Let's end it. And it just kept getting worse and worse and worse and worse. I have tried to read A Song of Fire and Ice, but I decided to stop because I want him to either die or finish it. I know that sounds kind of harsh, but I don't want to read it and then be waiting. I would much rather him either finally decide he's going to finish it or die and give it to someone else. Like what happened with Wheel of Time, which is my favorite fantasy series of all time. And the author died, and then he gave it to Brandon Sanderson, my second favorite author of all time. And he finished it, and so I thought that was fantastic. But I'm waiting for that to happen with Game of Thrones, with A Song of Fire and Ice, before I read the novels. Although I am fully aware that the novels are much better than the series, so don't worry. There's no argument from me there. I mean, even just a little bit that I read was already very detailed. I just don't want to get stuck on a cliffhanger and then it just never happen. The content is a bit much. Yeah, a lot of the people that I've tried to show it to agree the same. It's really intense, and in a lot of ways, and the author, the writer's reliance on certain adult content. What is wrong with this piece? The writer's reliance on certain types of adult content to move the story along is kind of lazy writing. And I'm not entirely certain that I like that from a writing perspective. I personally don't really care when it comes to like showing nudity and that kind of stuff on TV. But I think that it's just lazy writing. Because, you show something that people want to watch, and then you exposit, you have people just ramble on top of that, and to me that's really lazy because you're not actually interested in the content that people are talking about. So that's kind of my critique of it. Who's your favorite character from GOT, and why is it the Hound? Yes, I was actually about to say Clegane. Clegane and Arya are by far my two favorite characters. There's really no discussion. I actually don't hate Brienne. I know a lot of people don't like Brienne. I actually think she's okay. But Does this have a printed map? No. I gotta use stickers again. It's sticker time. Let's see. Who else do I like? I'm honestly not a huge fan of John. He's okay, but he's just like too good guy for me. I really like Arya. Arya is... I messed it up. Sticker, please still stick. Let's see. Did I see the Walmart clearances started? No, I did not see the Walmart clearances started. We gotta go check on that. I don't know whether it... The issue is that it happens by store. It's not actually a nationwide thing. The managers of the store have the final say on it, and so I don't know whether or not ours are having clearance yet. We'd have to go check again. And I don't think it's worth another video until we go and kind of scout out. So maybe we'll go do that at some point in the future. Just go check. And look at these amazing sticker placements, folks. I am so good at sticker placements. I swear, best person. Such a shame they no longer make sets like that. Yeah, yeah. You want to hear the lecture? What was I lecturing about? Something about linguistics. Something about Tolkien and linguistics. I don't remember. If someone reminds me, I will more than happily rant. Because I can rant for long periods of time. 3 out of 6 stores I hit today. Also see Pop's Blocks Instagram. Okay. Maybe I'll go swing by after the stream. And just like go take a peek. I got some errands to run anyway, so I gotta go to IKEA and get a shelf because I need places to put Legos because I'm kind of getting back into it and I want to display them. This goes right here. Okay, our chest of maps is now complete. Except it won't stay. Yes, that's what I said. Latin is a dead language. It's because it's not spoken by any country anymore. So when Rome fell, there were two types of Latin. You have Vulgar Latin, which is what common people spoke, and then you have Upper Latin, plebeian Latin. That really does not sound right, but I think that that's still a valid term. You had the Upper Latin that the aristocracy spoke, and we don't know how to speak that anymore because only Vulgar Latin survived, and Vulgar Latin became all of the Romance languages. Romance languages is anything like French, Italian, English, anything like in that usually Southern European sphere, with the exception of... Well, actually, no. Modern Greek is technically a Romance language because modern Greek is very different from Hellenistic and Classical Greek. But IKEA has very long ways to get in. Then maybe I'm not going to IKEA. No, thank you. Mom's texting me. Basically, we have the Romance languages, and then we have, I guess, True Latin, which is the Vulgar Latin, which survived via the Catholic Church because it went over to Byzantine, Constantinople, and kind of survived there and was spoken, but it was heavily corrupted, as happens with all languages, and so it changed over long periods of time into what the Catholic Church uses as their Latin, which reads pretty much the same as Vulgar Latin, but we have no idea whether it's pronounced the same or not. Because there's nobody alive today who speaks proper Vulgar Latin, so we can't tell. And that's the lecture. 2-hour line to get in. Is that like to go through the showroom, or is that just to go direct to the warehouse? Because I already know what I need. Did I get everything? No. I need this right here. Now it really looks like a boat. I have a lot of extra pieces. Oh, this goes here. Why do I have so many extra pieces? And I feel like these are pieces that I shouldn't have extras of. Doesn't actually look like... Well, we'll just keep them here. And if I need them, I need them. We're now going on to bag 2. Bag 2, people. No pieces in this one. Byzantine. Yes. Byzantine. Did I say Byzantine? Byzantine. Well, I guess it would be the Byzantine. Wait, Byzantine. It would be Byzantine if you're talking about something that belongs to the Byzantine. Byzantium. And then... Yeah, you're probably right. Everyone is buying furniture. What languages can I talk? What languages can I talk? I'm passable at English. No. I can occasionally manage to convey my thoughts in English, but not very well. And that's the extent of it. I used to speak German. I can read some Latin, like I said. For a while, I was trying to learn Swedish. I can get a couple words. I can't speak it at all. Occasionally, I can understand a few words from that, but really not at all. I'm an American. You know, they say that if you speak 2 languages, you're bilingual. If you speak 3, you're trilingual. If you speak 1, you're an American. And I am an American, so I only speak 1 language. Four hours just to get into IKEA? Wow. You're kind of a history nerd. Yeah, I don't know if I'd classify myself as a history nerd. I just, like, I don't know, I pick up things. I don't usually, like, need to study things. I kind of just, like, look them over. And so I'll pick up, like, random bits of trivia. But I would not feel qualified to call myself a history nerd. It's more that I just kind of know random bits. Okay. That part is done. And now we're building some side pieces. But first I need this 1x3. And I need a 1x1. Do you know what this is? No. No, I don't. Wow, it seems people love Evan, lol. Yeah, I'm not Evan. But yes, people do love Evan. And shipping from IKEA, depending on the item, can cost up to $50. Well, for a while, they weren't even shipping to me. Are you interested in space and rockets? Passingly. Honestly, more from a sci-fi perspective. I understand a lot more about rockets than, like, I know about rockets. I understand how they work in general. I don't know too much trivia about them, simply because it's just not something that's a huge interest to me. Although I am interested in space and astronomy and that kind of stuff. it's really just not like a huge thing for me. I'm more interested in like the sense of wonder, you know, from looking up at the stars and the history of all the different cultures that have called them by different things and wondering what's out there, and how things are arranged and just the sheer age of stuff than I am in rocketry. This is like something that I've gone into, well, not arguments, but discussions with my friends about it. I'm really not like a super real person in the sense of a lot of real things don't interest me, and the things that are real interest me for reasons that they don't interest a lot of people. Like, for example, my interest in history is I'm interested in knowing how people thought about things, less than... I hope you guys can hear that. Less than, like, what actually happened. Okay, let's see. What else? Paul and Kyle are my favorites. Thank you, Mateo. I'll contact them if it doesn't... Are you waiting on something from us, John, or are you talking about something from IKEA? Alright, we're done with that. I'm going to try and focus here for a second, just so that, like, some actual progress can be made. Wait a second. That's the wrong color. I do gotta say, the older Lego instructions do not have, like, super nice color. And I kind of remember that being a problem when I was younger. Yeah, I know, using a brick separator. I'm not a god, I'm sorry. It's been years since I've actually built a set, to be completely honest. I'll read chat in just a second. I just want to, like, do a little bit of progress here. Okay. No, you sold something of high value to Mateo. Okay. Okay, good. Just making sure it's not ours. Can I call you in Discord and say hi to the stream? No, not right now. Because if I do it for you, then I have to do it for everyone, and then we never really make any progress. So, no offense. But patrons, by the way, are patrons. Did I say Patreons again? I always say it Patreons. That's stupid. Patrons, we do an occasional... We haven't done one yet, but we will soon. An occasional voice chat with us. So if people are interested in chatting with us in a small group or one-on-one, go check out our Patreon. We have to limit it like that because otherwise, you know, we have over 1,000 subscribers. If every single person was entitled to a voice call, it would be kind of stupid. So we do kind of have to limit it like that. But if you're interested in that, go check that out. Okay, next we are on to using these black pieces. We are done with this for the time being. Hooray. Let's see, what piece am I looking for? Bye, have a great stream. Thank you, and have a great day, Ingrid. You liked winning... Oh, yes, you did win the Blind Build Challenge. You've been around for a while, haven't you, Rain? More games. I would like to... I would love to see more games. I'd like to do more games for 5K stream as well, if I get a suggestion, Kaylee. I don't know if I'm allowed to have a suggestion. I just looked at the price for the Black Pearl. How much? How much is the Black Pearl? Maybe not. Ooh, you know what would be a good idea, Kaylee? We buy a genuine Lego product and we buy a Lepin product, and we see whether or not people can tell the difference. Without like getting close to it. You can't get really close. You have to look at it from a distance. That might be an interesting game. What are they doing over there? They're like ripping up an entire lawn. My old lawn. I used to live across the street. I had a real short move. And I think the new neighbors are destroying the lawn. Been here since before 200 subs. Wow, John. Thank you for sticking around so long. And hopefully you're here to 10,000 or higher, whatever we end up getting to. 307 for the Black Pearl. Yeah, that's the price of like the Malevolence, which I also want. Or a set I really want the Kessel Run Millennium Falcon, and I'm gonna buy it. I gotta pick between... There's a couple expensive sets I want. I want the Harry Potter one, obviously, although I have money set aside for that, so that I can buy it immediately if it comes on the market. And then I want the Kessel Run Millennium Falcon. I want Helm's Deep. And I want the Malevolence. And then, of course, there's the really big sets I want. I want all the UCS sets, but those are... I can't afford those. Nobody can afford those. Wait. You know, I actually have one of the... well, it's not a UCS version. I have the old Star Destroyer up in the attic. There's so much stuff up in the attic. I really need to just go up there and do a whole video. You guys better get to 100K. Thank you. Our content... Well, I was about to say our content is great, but that would kind of sound like rude. You've had the Pearl since 2011. How do you do marketing for your store on Bricklink? We really don't. At least not that I know of. I mean, we have the YouTube channel. How the algorithm works is based on how many lots and how many bricks you have, as well as how many reviews you have. So kind of the more lots and bricks you have, the higher up you will go on the rating. And if you are a good store, then people will favorite you or become your fan, and then they will follow your store more closely. There's probably a way to do marketing. I do not know if you can do it within Bricklink, but obviously, I mean, you could do Google ads and Facebook ads, but I don't necessarily know if like that's worth the money, rather than just allowing the algorithm to do its job, or doing what we do and starting a YouTube channel. Just focusing here for another couple seconds to make some progress. Alright. There's the mini Black Pearl. I didn't know that there was a mini. Maybe you should pick a game idea from just bricks. Maybe you should pick a retired set and try to guess the going price on Bricklink. I would fail miserably at that. But I'm down. The like Price is Right Lego edition. Sorry, are you saying that you're parting out 8? Oh, parting out 8. Okay. I thought you were saying you were parting out that number of sets, and I was like, why? Why would you do that to yourself? Okay, but you're parting out 40178 VIP polybag, 205 parts each. That's gonna give you some good, well, not really huge amount to your store, but you know, decent amount depending on how much you have. I don't know how many parts you have in your inventory. What are we doing next? We are attaching this to the front of our boat. I'm on a boat. Actually, I probably shouldn't sing that. The boat becomes more boatish. Oh, it's the maps that's shaking. I was worried for a second there. Oh, we're just continuing on this. So, what other kinds of content would you guys like to see in terms of on the channel? Like, other than just the generic Bricklink Q&A type stuff. Is there anything, like, completely different from what we've done that you guys would be interested in seeing? Because we've been kind of trying to brainstorm how to, like, you know, do more stuff. Because a big reason that we do the channel is also because we enjoy it. And all three of us enjoy doing new things and experimenting. So, if anyone has any ideas, I would also love to hear them. Not that we can obviously take your ideas every single time, but I would love to hear them. Oh, I just did that. That's why. Rain, when you say part out value of... oh, you're talking about the VIP polybag. Yeah, that's pretty good. How much did you pay? You want to see Brick Owl videos. Okay. Our Brick Owl store is closed. So we have to figure out how to do that. I'm working on an API thing at the moment to maybe do some stuff, but I'm not a super great coder. I'm kind of learning as I go, so I have no idea whether that's going to work. And I know we were reaching out to, I forget his name. We were going to reach out to another guy who does, he's writing another software, and see whether or not that was going to work. We were going to do a trial run of that, and I believe that we still are planning on doing that. Oh, you spent VIP points on it, so free, yes. You got 10, wow. Let's see. Net bricks, you're going to try and add 250,000 in your first year. That's a pretty good goal. I would say that that's reasonable if you have the capital, the cash to spend. 50,000 per month. That's a lot of money. Is the problem? I mean, we just spent all those 22 classic sets that we just did, which the video's not up yet, but we just did those. Those are going to be those are not cheap, and you basically need. We did 22 of those, and each one was. I forget how much we purchased it for, but it ended up being 30,000 pieces total. And you basically need to do more than that every month. That's big for if your store is not paying you to do so if you're just trying to pour in your own money. You really got to get your store going to do that. And Evan is back. Welcome back, Evan. Glad to see you're here. How's your meeting going? Ooh, this is like a spinny axe thing. We can attach axes to this and make them spin. And that is cool. But... oh, here we are. We have the little axe bits. For a second there, I was like, there's no sticks, but there were sticks. And these are made for strapping on two, which is kind of cool. They've got little spaces on the top. And we attach these like thus. Not like thus. I'll do it eventually. Like thus. There we go. Come on. Work. Work. This piece does not want to go in. Okay, I think that will work. Man, my hands are getting so sweaty doing this. It's been a long time. Okay, one of those is done. How long have we been going for? What time is it? Oh wow, it's already 2:32. Wow. Okay, how many people are watching? 21. Okay, we're doing good. I'll keep going. When the viewer count starts to fall is probably when I'll end it. Since I'm not going to IKEA today, you know, I can go a bit longer. But, you know, when people start to disappear, I will probably end it. Oh. You called Lego and they were nice and they shipped them to you. That's really great, Rain. I don't think we've ever called Lego. I wonder if you could get around the buy limit by contacting them directly. Have we thought about a sorting machine, like for sorting Legos? I don't know how to build one. It would need to basically work. It would need to be able to analyze every piece, and I can't build that. I don't know anyone who I know who could build that. It's not worth the money. But it's not a bad idea if you could actually like somehow make something like that. But that would be really complex, and I couldn't do that. All right. The little chain axe thing is in. That gave me a lot of trouble. And now we are working on a spinny wheel for the chainy axe thing. I use a lot of very good words, as you can tell. I have the best words. Speaking of, here's that. That does not look like brown. That looks like black. Tell me if this looks like brown to you. Up here. Does not look like brown. That looks like black. But I guess it's brown. Oh, okay. You can only attach one free item, but you were above the purchase limit, so it was okay. The Pick-a-Brick Walls just reopened in Germany. Thought about getting a lot of cups. In full parts, we've done pick a brick. We've done pick a brick before, but only for really rare pieces, because Lego obviously is going to charge Lego prices for pick a brick. So, you know, it depends on the piece is really what it is. If they have really good pieces in stock, then 100%. If you're just grabbing bricks, no, not worth. John's bricks, did he just say Legos? Huh? Is the plural of Lego Legos? I mean, is the plural of Lego Lego? I guess the plural of Lego is Lego. I've always said Legos. That's how my dad said it too. But I guess you're right. I'm probably not going to change it though. As long as Kyle says MOC, I will say Legos. Get Kyle to stop saying MOC, and I will say Lego. We're almost done with bag 2 here. Maybe I can get through bag 3. How many people are we at? 20? Okay. We're starting to slow down a little. Just Lego? Okay. We're starting to slow down a little. But maybe I can get through bag 3 before I decide to end. Something here does not line up. Why does this not line up? Oh no, it does line up. I thought that this piece was supposed to go onto this black piece here, but it doesn't. It goes like this, obviously, to make the chain have a little thing to come out of. And then I guess you can turn this to crank it in. That's really cool. Come on. Okay, let's figure out why this does not fit. Because there's something off about over here. And I think I might have made a mistake somewhere. Because it's not flush. I make a lot of mistakes about pretty much everything I do, so that's just something you're going to have to live with. That is not right. That is so not right. There's a little gap right in here. And it seems like there should be... There's enough layer for a single layer of, not bricks, flats, and plates. And it looks like there should be plates in there, but I don't think according to the instructions there are supposed to be plates in there, which is really confusing. Well, that makes it work, so we'll do that. You know, is it a mock if you mess it up and then it looks different? Does it still count as a mock? Lego is the brand. It's a technicality, but one where the internet will nail you on. Technically, the correct plural would be Lego pieces, bricks, or elements. Legos. Thank you, NetBricks. One works with a neural network. I don't have the ability to create a neural network. Okay. Hopefully this now will finally freaking fit. That almost was not freaking. What is causing this to not function properly? Like there's like a single stud piece that like does not, it's not a perfect circle. It's like an error with the mold or something. And so this doesn't properly clamp on, if you know what I mean. If that makes any sense. But I think it's in there now. And now we can turn this. Yay. We did a thing. Now let's go back to where we were. Past that. Past that. And I believe we just did that. Okay. What is going on? Yeah, all the stores have closed. I'm this close to unsubbing. That's fine. Please don't unsub. The trash truck is back. Why are you back? You picked up everything yesterday. Yeah, all the stores have closed in California. Everything is closing in California except the school district, so it's going to be open, full capacity, no masks. California. California. Hooray. No masks. I work at a school during the school year, by the way, so it kind of really irritates me because nobody's going to be wearing masks. Except me. Alright, the little wing thingies are in. Alright, I think we're probably going to go to the end of this bag here. And that will probably be the end of the stream, I think. They just announced, is that in LA Unified, or is that in Orange County? Because Orange County is, I was just reading this morning that the board announced that they were going ahead with opening. Expect angry message from Evan when he unsubs. They're not allowed to reopen. They might still. Orange County is... I really don't want to get political, but we're not... Yeah, the bad decisions happen here. Our superintendent was like... Well, not our superintendent, but like the board was like, there's no evidence to suggest that masks have any efficacy. And I'm just like... You're supposed to be an educator. You're supposed to be a bit smarter. I think that it is, yeah, LAUSD. Well, LA has been handling it significantly better than we have. People here yell at you for wearing a mask, not for not wearing one. It's really not smart. I feel like every other country is probably just laughing at the United States right now. Let's see, what's next? Okay, I believe that this piece here is going to end up becoming the sales when we get there. Which won't be today, probably. Because we're down to 17 viewers. And if I get to 15, then that's when we'll end it. Also, don't forget to check out the Discord. And don't forget to check out the Patreon. If you are interested in doing chats with us. Thought I lost a piece there. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, the school board in Orange County does not care. You're right, Kaylee. In my area, the schools all have to wear masks. Yeah, it's probably because your schools are smarter. Yeah, okay. Evan says LAUSD is not opening. Orange County, which is where we are. I imagine the teachers will go on strike and it will not end up opening. That's probably what will happen too. I mean, I know my coworkers will probably, except a couple of them, I know a lot of my coworkers will probably end up going on strike as well. So that's definitely a possibility. Because I work in special education department at a local school. And I can tell you some of those kids are immunocompromised, and they should not be going back to school, because it's not going to end well. Okay, is this the dark brown or the light brown? I think it's the dark brown. What's next? I'm just taking a moment to focus here. But I think we're probably going to be ending reasonably soon. Yeah, let's sticker these and finish up bag 2. Oh, will I go on strike? Possibly. If I'm the only person doing it, no, because then they'll just fire me. But if the rest of the department is going on strike, then yes, I will go on strike. But regardless, I will be wearing a mask, even if the school's open. And I've been kind of thinking about quitting anyway and doing something else. So I may just end up quitting after, I'll probably work through September, and then maybe I'll quit, just so I have some money. Because unemployment's ending, and I've been on unemployment since school's closed, obviously, because I haven't been working. So we'll see how that goes. But I have other stuff that I kind of want to do with my life, so we'll see. And I believe this is our last sticker for this portion. This set did not have too many stickers, which is great. Something that I'm a little worried about with the Hogwarts set that I want is it is all stickers. And that's going to be rough. Yeah, I love printed pieces as well. Stickers suck. Okay. I have a lot of extra pieces here. And I'm trying to figure out where they go or if they're just extra pieces. Oh. Shh. I never make mistakes. Don't tell Evan. Okay. Alright, I'm sure I made a lot of mistakes because I was talking and chatting, but, you know, whatever, that's how it goes. Let's see. If you guys don't mind me asking, have you already paid yourself back? I don't know if I'm allowed to answer that question, to be completely honest. I personally don't have an issue answering it, but it would be a question where if we were all going to... If any one person of us was going to answer it, we would all have to kind of agree. Did I swear? I don't think I swear. I don't think I swore. Anyway, so right now I can tell you that we are reinvesting all profits, but we aren't quite counting investments as profits. We're counting more of as a loan. Yeah. I personally have elected to not take a paycheck yet. But I don't quite want to like say how much that will be. I think we're done. This is the progress that we've made so far for today. We've gone through 2 bags and have a lot of extra pieces, so I'll figure out where all those go. So we've got kind of a little map thing down here. There's little maps in there. And then I believe that these 2 bits are going to end up being the sails. And we've got little wings coming out here, decorative wings. And axes, or well, anchors that we can drop. And then obviously we've got a ram up here. And I hear Banana in the background. Hi, Banana. What are you doing? Drinking some water? Okay. And I like the little detail of these little pieces. I will say Lego has come a very long way in having detail in their sets. It's really crazy what the people there think up. Nope, just saying you're close to making it. Yes, I am close to making it. We're almost done. And obviously we've got 4 minifigs here, although there are more later. I can see in like bag 6, I believe the King of the Dead is in there, so those will all be done whenever I do the stream next. I'm not certain. I believe I'm pretty busy tomorrow. Otherwise, I'd say I'd do it tomorrow. What am I doing Thursday? I feel like I have something on Thursday. Basically, I'm a really like laid back person, so it's kind of just whenever I feel like doing it. But I'll probably do it sooner rather than later. Maybe if I end up having time tomorrow or Thursday. People that are here now, does this time work for you? Because I'm way more flexible than Evan is. Because, like I said, I'm currently at the moment unemployed. So I have way more flexibility when it comes to doing these streams. So everybody who's here, is this a good time? Like at 1 o'clock to like 3 o'clock? Good? Or would you guys prefer earlier or later? Gotta wait for that video lag. This time is perfect. Good. Okay. Then, does anyone have any like last minute questions or anything? Before I go ahead and end it. Like suggestions, things that you want to see, other sets, anything like that. By the way, if anyone here has a used Kessel Run Millennium Falcon that is in good condition and has all of the minifigs and they want to sell that, reach out to me. Well, reach out to... You can just email the brick link and then I'll contact you. because I'm looking for one of those as well. So if anyone has that and is willing to sell, please let me know. But, okay, so goodbye, everyone, and thank you for tuning in. We didn't get a whole lot done, only 2 bags. Next time, maybe I'll go a bit longer. I'm not certain, because I kind of want to get this done. Because I have a couple more sets coming in the mail. Do Mandalorian Battle Packs. I gotta find the 2011 one. When is the video of the classic sets coming out? Wednesday? Yes, Wednesday. So you'll be able to see that. The 2020 Mandalorian Battle Pack I'll probably buy, because I believe it's in stock at the moment and it's not expensive. No idea how much the 2011 one was. You know, I think I have it. I might have that in the attic, but if it's in the attic, then that's going to be a huge pain. Oh, I do have one little thing for you guys that decided to stick around to the very end. I have a little surprise for you. So, this, I don't want to put this on any Legos here. So don't leave quite yet. I just got to figure out how to, like, get this on my desk. You know what? I'll put it down here. This is something that I got down from the attic yesterday that I wanted to build. And I'm just going to move all these pieces off here. Surprise, yes, surprise. You guys probably won't be seeing any content about this for a while, and don't mention it. This is a secret. It's just like you guys stuck around to the very end, so I want to show you something cool. There'll be videos about this in the far future because it's going to take me a long time to work on. But I went up in the attic and I found one of my favorite sets of all time. And it's this baby here, which has been up in the attic for pretty much, I don't know, at least 4 or 5 years. And as you can see, it's really falling apart. Everything is missing, so I have to basically take it all apart, clean it, because it's super dusty. Then break it down, see what's missing, order those parts, find all the minifigs in my minifig collection, and then put it back together. All my minifigs are broken down. When I moved out of my parents' house, we all kind of just broke down all my Legos, and so only some sets are actually constructed. A lot of them are broken down, and all the minifigs are taken apart and put in a big drawer, sorted by type. You know, I have like all the chest pieces, all the legs, etc., torsos, all in their own bags. So I have to go and find the exact pieces for all of this, and it's going to take a really long time. I might do this on like unannounced streams occasionally because it's kind of like a pet project. But let me just say, this is a huge instruction book. It's like way too long. So this will take a while. But thank you for tuning in, everyone. Make sure to go on the Discord. I'll be on right after the stream if anyone has any other questions. Become a patron. Give me money. Just joking, but become a patron. It supports the channel. And have a great day. Wait, are you going to crop this out of the video? Yes, I will crop this out of the video. If I know how. I don't know how to do that. But if I can, I will crop it out and instead just put a different outro that I'll record real quick. You know, I can probably crop. I doubt I can insert. So instead, I will put this away real quick. Everybody be quiet. Alright, guys. We're now ending the stream. Thank you for coming. Check out our Discord. Check out our Patreon. It was really great to have all of you here today. It was amazing. Great set. We're going to be finishing it probably in 1 or 2 more streams, depending on how long it takes me, because I'm really slow. But please subscribe, please hit the bell, please like, please do all that stuff, and I really hope you have a great rest of your day. goodbye, and now we need to figure out how to end the stream.